So do you have different prices if you do an event in the city as opposed to in the country? I'm Bill, this is Creative License, and thanks for being a part of Little Dog and Pony Show. Be nice to my sponsors, Disc Jockey News, Perfect Portals, DJ Event Planner, Electro Voice, Promo Only, Entertainment Experience Workshop. So that's a good question, isn't it? Do you have different prices depending on where you're going to do your event? I know that some people do, and I guess that's okay. Well, of course it's okay. You can do whichever you want. But what I've found is if I'm in this country doing an event, I'm not working any less hard to make sure that party's going to go well. If I'm in a different part of the country that I'm used to working, I'm not working less hard to be sure their party goes as well as if I'm in my backyard and everybody knows who I am. In fact, I think those events are more difficult. Not only for the travel that you have to deal with on a regular basis, but you're sitting with a different kind of a culture with music that you might not understand are big hits in that area. Okay, things that you should know that you don't know. I'll give you an example. Here in the Twin Cities, I'm in Minneapolis and St. Paul, and they dance to the electric slide. They dance to Marcia Griffiths, right? The electric boogie, I think it's called. It's electric. You know, that's how that goes. That's the electric slide. That's the way I've always done it. When I started playing the electric slide, it was when I was here in the Twin Cities. But if I go back to Michigan, and I'm in the Detroit area, and I play Marcia Griffiths for electric slide, they look at me like I stabbed them in the eyeball. They've never heard that song before. Eyes Don't Cry by Stevie Wonder is the song that you play for the electric slide when you're playing anywhere near Detroit. Now, you don't know that, and it makes your job more difficult. And I learned that because I did that once. I played the electric slide. What the hell are you doing? Somebody came up to me, looked at me like I was stupid, and said, "You have Stevie Wonder, don't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." This is not the song. This is not what we electric slide to. Or they may have a line dance in their area that you have no idea about. So why would you charge less for a country gig as opposed to a city gig? Okay? I suppose because you think that people in the country don't have as much money. So you're doing them a favor. Well, good for you for doing them a favor. But when the gas company sells their gas in the country and in the city, it's not a different price. Okay, they still need gas in the city, and they still find a way to pay for it. Okay, same thing here. You're bringing a product to them that they can't do themselves. They've reached into the city to bring you into the country, or they've reached out to you because they don't want to go to the city because you're going to do a better job for them than the city guy that they're going to bring in, right? So it's okay. It really is. If you want to give people discounts in areas that you think that they cannot afford to pay you, but you still have to live in the area you're in. If you're in that country area and you're okay with the price you're charging, I really am okay. But to do different prices really to most people outside and watching you from the outside says, well, he's going to the country, he's charging less, so he's not going to do as good of a job. He's not going to work so hard. He doesn't have to work very hard. Next time I hire him, you know something? I'm going to do an event in the country. So he'll, cause I live in the city, but I'll do my event in the country cause, it's the same, right? Or is he doing less work? My price is the same, no matter where I play. The extra fees usually come in for people that are in the country. I'll charge even more for because I have to get there. Or I may have to fly there and I need to rent equipment. They pay for my travel and the expenses necessary for me to bring what I do in my neck of the woods to their neck of the woods. And there's no one who has hired me outside the Twin Cities who's ever had a problem with the idea that it will cost them more because they're bringing me to them. But again, I do think that you're being a beautiful, magnanimous person for deciding that you would like to give them a gift. But they are not out there saying, look at the great gift he gave me. They just paid you what you asked for. So it was less money or it was more money. Next time you think about how you charge for what you do, I think this has a lot to do with the kind of event you do too, right? If you bring more equipment and things like that, I think you need to be charged more for that. But when it's you, if it's just me and they're going to provide the equipment, it doesn't cost them more money because I don't have to bring more equipment. I have one fee for what I do, and I have the equipment that I bring. If I have to bring more, it does cost them more, but I don't need it to be able to provide the amazing party that they've asked me to provide. And you don't either. So, it's a bit of a soapbox thing for me. And again, it doesn't hurt me if you decide to give yourself different prices because of different areas, because of different kind of event. That's fine. It's a bit confusing to me when you only have one Saturday, and today on this Saturday I'm going to make a lot much less money because I think they can't afford me. That seems a little counterproductive when it comes to running a business. For me anyway, at least for me and the way I run my business. If I'm wrong, that's okay. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me your comments in below. Do me a favor and subscribe to this thing and like it and press all the buttons that you got to smash. I got to smash buttons on these things, right? I'll see you next week on Creative License. Bye.